This is TV Platinum. Here are the top 5 stories making the headlines.
On number 1, the remains of the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, have arrived in Abuja ahead of his burial. His body was flown into Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport at exactly 12:16 p.m., where it was received with a guard of honor and a solemn escort along a red carpet at the presidential wing of the airport. Funeral services began with a service of songs on Thursday, which will be followed by his interment on Friday afternoon at the National Military Cemetery. Top military officials gathered to pay their respects at the service of songs, and those who attended were representatives of the First Lady, Remi Tinubu, the wife of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, Inspector General of Police, Comptroller General of Customs, and other top military and paramilitary brass, both serving and retired. On number 2, the federal government has outlined a proposed budget of 47.9 trillion naira for the 2025 fiscal year. This figure was disclosed by Atiku Bagudu, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, following the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by President Bola Tinubu. The budget forms part of the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper for 2025 to 2027 as required by the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2007. The MTF projects a GDP growth of 4.6% and an oil production target of 2.06 million barrels per day. The framework is expected to be submitted to the National Assembly by early next week. On number 3, the Senate has advanced a proposal that could impose prison sentences of up to 10 years, fines of at least 20 million naira or both on operators of Ponzi and other fraudulent investment schemes. The 2024 Investment and Securities Bill, which has passed its second reading, seeks to replace the existing 2007 law with a stronger regulatory framework. At a public hearing on Thursday, SEC Director General Emomotomi Agama stated that the new legislation would explicitly ban Ponzi schemes and clarify the powers of the Securities and Exchange Commission to protect Nigerians from deceptive investment schemes. The bill is intended to fortify investor protection and deter illegal fund managers from defrauding the public. On number 4, with flooding continuing to devastate communities across Nigeria, the International Organization for Migration (IOM) has allocated an additional $668,000 from its Rapid Response Fund to aid those affected. IOM Nigeria's Chief of Mission, Paula Pace, announced that the funds provided through the support of USAID's Bureau of Humanitarian Assistance will enable localized humanitarian operations in Jigawa, Katsina, and Bauchi states. Partnering with Relief Rescue Initiative, Safe World Foundation, and Community Engagement and Social Development Initiative, IOM aims to bring vital relief to tens of thousands impacted by catastrophic floods, particularly as the rainy season intensifies. And lastly, the Edo State chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has criticized Governor Monday Okpebholo for the recent termination of civil servants' employment within the state. Chris Nekiari, the PDP's caretaker spokesperson, condemned the dismissal as both, in quote, unacceptable and condemnable, stating that they have left many families in a vulnerable state amidst the country's challenging economic conditions. The PDP alleged that the mass layoff have caused severe hardship for numerous families, while the state government dismissed the party's concerns as exaggerated political rhetoric. Nehikere blamed the APC-led government's gross mismanagement of the economy for deepening economic hardship for Nigerians, which he argued have exacerbated the impact of the recent job cuts.
Those are the top stories. Do subscribe and follow us across all our platforms to get more of this update.